Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Happy Friday, guys. Thanks for hopping in with us as always. What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all in the chat. I'm excited today. This is the last dream sequence piece of content. Period. That's it. Yeah. After this, we are we're done. We're wrapped with dream sequence. It's crazy. We've been working on this thing since like honestly October, maybe November. We put a lot of time and effort into these things, trying to figure out the best template and everything, you know, making sure it works, trial and error, R&D, all that stuff. So it's pretty sweet to come this far and be wrapped with it. What feels like 6 months later for us. It's crazy. And we're already getting started on the August challenge, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. We got a bunch of exciting stuff planned. We're gonna try some new stuff, and it's gonna be the biggest. In a way, it's gonna be the biggest challenge we've done yet. The most ambitious, perhaps. I think it's gonna be very, very fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, so today we're gonna talk to the top 5 winners from the Dream Sequence 3D Challenge. Y'all know some of them, like Koala is gonna be first up, actually. Koala prepped a nice little video breakdown for us. We know that English is not Koala's first language, so he feels a bit more comfortable doing the pre-edited breakdowns, and they're always so good. There's a wealth of information in those. And just the heads up, as you guys all probably know, this is live now, but it'll be uploaded later. So if you miss it, if you got to bounce, all good. We got Fabricio in the chat. What's up, Fabricio? Shout outs to you, man. Our one and only 2-time first place winner. I think he got 4th as well in Kinetic Rush. What's up, Fabricio? Good to see you here, man. I feel the love already. It's great. It's great. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at Koala's video breakdown, and then we're gonna get into we're gonna talk to Ben. We're gonna take a look at his bloody art, his disgusting blood room that he put together. We're gonna be breaking that down. Ted is gonna be showing us how he put some squirrels in a tree and 3D scanned himself, chopping that thing down. Mantaframe will join us after that and talk about how they did their cartoony based render with the chef, and then Dissident Art will be last, talking to us about their very fun, very playful, eat, sleep, rave, repeat piece of art. So there's always good stuff to learn here. A lot of these artists, most of these artists use Blender, and I know most of you guys use Blender as well. So there's going to be a lot of really good info for y'all to use. These winter live streams are a great resource for y'all, for all of us 3D artists out there, because it's really fun to see how different artists tackle the same problem. You're going to see a lot of similarities, and you're going to see a lot of unique interpretations to the way these artists tackle problems and solve problems. So I'm very excited for that. Very, very excited indeed. We're gonna get started very soon. We got a nice 15-minute breakdown from Koala for you guys. Before we hop in, do you guys have any questions? Hit me if you have a question for me or for any of the artists that we're talking to on the stream today. Just hit me with an @pwnisher in the chat, and I'll be able to see it a bit more clearly, and can answer them a bit faster. So I'll try and get to your guys' questions that you have for these artists at the end of that artist's time. They'll have about 30 minutes to talk about their art. But yeah, I switched to Blender. I don't know, last year, and I love it so much. A lot of you guys are asking, wait, you switched to Blender? Wait, you switched to Blender? Yes, I switched to Blender. A lot of you already know this. Some of you may not, but I love it. It's so much fun. I love the navigation side of things. It makes so much sense to my brain. It's so nice. It's so nice. Scratch, I did hear about that, my friend. Yeah, that was an issue on our part. Very unfortunate. I'm very sorry, my friend. We'll chat later. We'll figure something out. It was a codec situation. Yeah, it was a codec situation. But we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. It shouldn't have happened. And apologize, my friend. Apologize. I know that sucks. Yeah, it's not quite what you were planning. Your art was awesome. I really loved it. I feel bad about it, man. Totally our bad. But yeah, let's chat afterwards. Hit me up on Discord. We can hop on a call or something, figure it out. Get down to the issue and figure out how that happened. Maybe we can send you something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, we're almost there. I think it's time. I think we're good to go. Sodamonte's behind the scenes, stream producing as always. And I think without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our first place winner, Koala OK. They built a breakdown for us. So let's switch on over. Let's take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Koala from Chengdu, China. I am a freelance 3D artist, and I often use Blender to create stylized works. I once got second place in both Boss Fight and Kinetic Rush, and you guys might remember those two boys. Because of the time zone difference, Clinton's streams are always between 3 and 5 a.m. in Beijing time. And as a koala, I just can't skip my sleep. So I only find out the results the next morning. One blink, I'm second place. One blink, I'm second place again. One blink, I'm still Koala. One blink, I'm first place. I'm so happy to get first place this time. It has really given me great encouragement. Thank you all. Next, I'll break down my work cycles, including the concept, animation, rendering, and many tips. Let's get started. Every time a new challenge comes up, all kinds of wild ideas pop into my head, and I bet you guys feel the same way. Our ideas are always really beautiful, but they're also abstract. Our brains automatically beautify them. That's a big trick. My first idea, Oscar Dream. I won an Oscar, huge statue hit me. I wake up and my cat wakes up too. And cat has stepped on my PCR start button. I imported the music into DaVinci and placed the visual keywords to the beat of the music. I also added transition effects to show the speed of movement. This process is so much fun, it lets me present my ideas in a single frame quickly. It looked decent, so I kept going. Next, I used layout to make the idea more concrete. But when I made the layout with low poly models and animation, I found the rhythm was totally messy. There was too much information and the camera transitions were too complicated. It was hard for the audience, even for myself, to understand. So I scrapped this plan. Plan A, which was from birth to death, only lasted one day. This experience also made me realize, if I want to tell a clear story, the slowest one became my next choice. This template has a strong loop ability. Half a move, a rotation, half a move. The first move and the last move combine to connect the loop. Visually, it's super clear. I started to rebuild my second idea, Drunk Boy. A boy is treated violently by his father, and the boy takes his violence out on his doll. First of all, let me make this clear. I am not a victim of domestic violence. This isn't my personal experience, I'm really lucky. But when I was a kid, I did meet some kids with violent tendencies. They would use violence on other kids their age, but they're often victims of domestic violence themselves. I think you guys have seen this a lot in movies too, like New Police Story, I Saw the Devil, Natural Born Killers, etc. These ideas actually exist in our subconscious. They're just lying dormant. When I accidentally saw a father scolding his naughty child, this idea might be activated. I used words with music to test it out initially and found this plan was much simpler and clearer. I quickly did a layout preview of this story again, and even though it was simple, it looked way better. I keep the camera rotation, but I adjusted its move direction. They would also form a montage loop. Unlike my usual creative process, I didn't prepare too many references at first. At the beginning, I probably only had these two pictures. I just needed to make a simple model of a boy and a room. Then I could fully focus on the animation. The details of the frames and the rendering style, to be honest, I didn't figure them out clearly at first. I just started doing it first, and we'll see. I can make progress while adding references. At first, the boy just endured violence and inflicted it without thinking. He had no personality, he just mechanically reacted to violence. I needed to add some dramatic elements to him. This would be like a little seasoning in this sad story, so I wouldn't feel so sad while creating it. So I added exaggerated movements and some black humor. You can see the changes in the boy's animation through the different versions I made. At first, the boy simply endured violence. It was really tragic. Then, he coexisted with violence calmly, which was a little better. At least I didn't feel heartbroken while making it. Finally, through changes in his expressions and animation, I showed his strength and resentment as he endured violence. Violence didn't break him. He even bounced back with great strength. But he also became an abuser subconsciously. These little designs are just my personal preferences and choices. But the core theme of the story has never changed from start to finish. That is, violence hurts and spreads to others, especially children. This animation needs to match the rhythm of the music. The rhythm of the music is very obvious, and everyone can feel it. I imported the music into Blender and used markers on the timeline to remind me of when each action should happen. When I work on animation, I use a layer concept, just like when we draw in Photoshop. I had a 4/4 time signature, 120 BPM track, which gave me a total of 120 frames. So I used the in-betweening technique to arrange the timing layers of the actions. First, I split the 120 frames in half, creating 3 main rhythm points in the animation. The first half of the third point and the second half of the first point form a whole, creating a complete loop point. I placed all the most important actions on these 3 main points in the first layer. On the first half point, I added powerful animations: the camera cut in, the door opening, the follow-through of the attack, and the boy flying into the frame. On the middle point, I arranged the camera rotating into position, the boy landing, him opening the TV with a bottle cap, and the changes in light and shadow. On the second half point, the boy jumps to prepare, with the wind-up for attacking the koala. This layer is crucial. It determines the completeness of the story. Next, I cut the timeline again, getting 2 more points. At this point, the boy gets hit by the yogurt again, and starts preparing to bounce up. At this point, the boy does a big squat, getting ready for the attack that follows. Similarly, I cut the timeline again to get 4 new points, where I placed other transition animations: the boy's expression after landing, the moment the door closes and the boy jumps off the ground, him copying his dad's drinking gesture, and the boy jumping off the ground again. After that, I didn't need to cut the timeline anymore. Minor actions were placed on frames that are multiples of 15, like the fan shaking, the clock ticking, and the bottle cap bouncing. It's important to note that mathematical divisions and timeline markers are just references. I kept exporting animation previews, making sure the animation felt in sync with the music. You know, animation isn't math, it's all about feeling. All of my animations follow classic animation principles. These principles might not make my work perfect, but they help me avoid making really stupid mistakes. For example, I pay close attention to anticipation and follow-through. Every action has a complete preparation, execution, and ending. I also focus heavily on squash and stretch. You can see the character fully squashing to build up power and stretching in deformation. They can be exaggerated, but they can't be missed. That's what makes animation more charming than real life. I also incorporated some 2D animation techniques. You can see a lot of motion trails, which supplement the path of fast-moving 3D animations, making them look coherent and smooth. They're actually really simple to implement. Duplicate the model, adjust it, and set keyframes. You have to animate the timing before and after they appear too, so they look correct with the motion blur. Then there's the cloth simulation. I tried using Blender's cloth solver and MD's cloth simulation, but the results were terrible because the character's animation isn't physics-based. It's all based on my personal subjectivity. So I used shape keys to shape the cloth instead. For the scene movements with real photography, it's hard for me to get the shot I want. So I directly animated the scene's transformations. As long as these changes happen at the right moments, the transitions are smooth, and I get a better shot with a fixed camera. These methods are pretty primitive and clumsy, but they're also fast and intuitive. If you think these animations look special, it's worked. Haha. And finally, we've reached the rendering stage. I prefer to set up the lighting first before refining the assets. I started adding more reference images to find the right rendering vibe. At first, I was thinking of doing a regular PBR render, a cool-toned environment with a few warm light sources, and some visible texture details in the scene. But after doing a simple lighting test, I found that Eevee is really hard to control in enclosed environments. The Cycles render worked a little better, but Cycles' old memories started attacking me.
In early August 2025, Koala joined the 3D challenge for the 3rd time. The animation with all my care, it looked as wonderful as always, I swear. Cycles' speed likes GDP, and Eevee Next is a brand new entity. 4.0 can't open 4.5 raped files. I'm trapped in 4.5 cycles. I know no one wins constantly, but Cycles always haunts me. Rise from the place where I stumbled down, all face to face with destiny unbound.
So, I changed my project codename to Cycles, but I switched the renderer to Eevee. Suddenly, I saw an 8-minute short film. I took some screenshots, you guys can check them out. It's basically black and white, but it has perfect spatial depth, clear silhouettes, and distinct light and shadow shape. It's so simple and clear, yet so unique. It brought me peace in this colorful era, so I wanted to find out who on earth created such a cool piece of work. Wow, it's me. I decided to go black and white, putting all my energy into expressing light and shadow. Plus, black and white visuals fit my story perfectly. I quickly made basic textures in Substance Painter, then converted them to black and white and integrated them into Blender. In Blender, I redrew all the textures visible in the shots. All my shadows have a story, so I needed to add these lights manually and control their intensity. I also added a lot of occluders to control my shadows. I used objects to control the position of the spherical texture, and I did some shadow corrections. Everything had to meet my artistic requirements. I wanted shadows that look good, not physically correct. I made a node group to control depth, which can control all my materials at the same time. It's simple. Just extract the distance between the objects in the camera and use it for color blending and overlay. This way, I can accurately control the black and white tones in an enclosed space. I also added a camera distortion effect, kind of like a fisheye lens. It makes my space look more exaggerated and gives me some beautiful curves. I love curves. Finally, I rendered 4K frames, averaging less than 5 seconds per frame. I did some post-compositing in DaVinci, tweaked the contrast and light-dark areas a bit, added a little light effect in vignetting. I also accidentally found a filter, texture enhancer. But I set its intensity to a negative value, which made my frames lose a lot of details, making it more like a black and white illustration, more like a story that happens in a dream. Isn't that exactly a dream sequence? I also added a layer of grain to make my frames more textured. Some people think my approach is risky and radical. No one submits a colorless work in a major challenge competition. Really? No one? Well, that's perfect. I'm the only one. I was exhausted. I submitted it. Art is rigorous, and I applied everything I've learned to cycles, compositions, silhouettes, spatial depth, animation principles, and more. But art is also subjective. I can choose a vibrant and inspiring story, or a colorless and sad one. I can add details and effects to make my frames stunning and intricate, or hide details to make my frames hazy and dark. Creation is often just about a feeling. The audience and the judges have their own feelings too. If the feelings align, congratulations. If not, it doesn't matter. I can't understand or control anything outside of myself, so everything is fine. Just create. That's all. Goodbye.
Wow. Man, those breakdowns are always so sick. Jeez. What a master. I hope he goes on to do many, many great things. And he will. There's no stopping that man. Or that koala, rather. So good. And he's right. All you can do is make your best piece of art. And the rest is out of your control, really. Because, yeah, the judges all will have their own opinions. But as long as you feel good about what you made, I think that's all that matters. So, yeah. Hats off to Koala. What a champ. Thanks for putting that together, man. Those are always really, really fun. And very silly. Good stuff. Very good stuff. All right. So next up, we got Ben, our 4th place artist. Let's switch on over, shall we? Oh snap! What's up, Ben?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing well myself. Excited for the stream. Excited to learn from all of you guys. Thank you so much, man, for taking the time to like really crush this challenge. To knock out the assignment, man. You killed it. You did such a good job. And congratulations on 4th place. And also thanks for being here and taking the time to, show the audience and show all these other artists what went into something like this, because we're all going to be able to take away a little bit of something for each one of you guys. So thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here, honestly.
That's what's up, man. Hey, where are you from? What time is it?
Dude, I'm in Australia right now, like Melbourne. It's 5:30 a.m.
God dang. 5:30 a.m. That's crazy, dude. Thank you again for sacrificing a few hours. What's it like? What time do you normally go to bed? What time do you normally wake up?
Dude, like 11 to 7 today.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not too far off.
Yeah, okay, not bad. I know some people stay up really late, especially artists. We're all up to like 3 a.m.
Yeah. That
Dude.
time. Yeah, between when you're supposed to go to bed, when you actually go to bed.
I know it's tough.
When you do all your work.
It's tough. So, have you done any of these challenges before?
Yeah, I actually have done 4 of them before. Yeah.
No way. Okay. Have you made top 100 in any of those other ones?
Yeah, so I started with Endless Engines, Eternal Ascent, Kinetic Rush, Chasm's Call, and I made top 100 in Engines, Eternal Ascent, and Chasm's Call.
Okay, heck
so
yeah.
I've been around the block.
That's what's up. I love it, man. I love it. When did you start in 3D?
Yeah, so started 3D. I was 12, so this is 5 years ago.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so I got into it because I used to make these like edits of video games. There's one video game in particular called Valorant.
Yeah.
And kind of a big thing in those types of edits was you'd make your own like cinematics of the game. Like when it's not actual video of gameplay, you'll make a cinematic using Blender.
That's cool.
And put that in your edit. Yeah, so that was all just like taking ripped assets from the game, and then making a composition, lighting it, doing maybe a little bit of animation, and yeah, that was kind of my start in 3D. Maybe about 2 years of using 3D just for that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then like your challenges came around, and that's kind of when I started doing just focused on making my own renders and stuff like that, which are unrelated from that, like video editing. Yeah.
No, that's great, man. I think that's a really common way to get started. That's kind of how I got started. I'm a big gamer, so I remember like there was these Half-Life 2 music videos that people would make from like the same idea, right? They would get the files, they'd be able to control the camera and render out, their own little animations and stuff. Gary's Mod, all that kind of stuff. Like it's very fun. And I'm sure a lot of artists have got started the same way. But I was talking with a friend the other day, and we're trying to like make video games and learn that process. And both of us, like unknowingly, we're both like recreating our favorite games that are simple, and it's like a really good way to learn is take something that you love, make a recreation of it, and then when you do that enough, you can kind of like reskin it and make it your own, and then eventually come up with completely original ideas. And then you have the tools and the ability now to make your own ideas, which is like
definitely
what you've done here. So what are we looking at, dude? What is this? Can you explain what is going on?
Okay. So basically the main inspiration behind this is there's this band called Meshuggah.
Yeah, okay, I've heard of them.
And yeah, you know, it's like Swedish, like extreme progressive metal band. You know, and there's this one song. So the guy on this art, he's from one of their album covers.
Okay.
It's the album called Obzen. And yeah, basically this guy is on the front cover. So it's kind of like that's where I got that idea from.
Okay, sick.
And there's a particular song on this album. It's called Bleed. And it's like one of the most hectic songs you'll ever listen to, right?
Yeah.
And it's got like an iconic drum part, right? I know you're a drummer. I'm a drummer.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, really iconic drum part, like technically demanding, physically demanding, and you know, it's just like one of my favorite songs. So yeah, it all started like when I saw that announcement, and it was like a music challenge. It was like 120 BPM. I was like, that's that song, like pretty much.
Yeah.
And you know, I was like kind of in my phase of listening to them a lot. So like day one, I know I'm gonna do Sugar, and I'm going to do this song, and I'm going to try and make something based around the guy from that album cover, because it's just like one of the weirdest, wackiest like things I've ever seen. I'm a huge fan of that. So
have they seen this, the band?
I don't think so.
Dude, I feel like they gotta see this. They would really appreciate it. Like, they need to see this.
Dude, if they
It's really
did,
cool.
that'd be pretty crazy.
I have a friend who interned for them during their live shows and was helping with all of
Really?
the costumes and the gore and the blood and everything, because they go like, I've never seen it, but he explained like what their set is like, and it sounds insane. It sounds like they're basically in all these costumes, and there's
Wait,
like
are we
blood.
talking about the same people?
What do you mean?
I don't know about the costumes and the blood and stuff. Meshuggah,
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know
thinking
if we're talking
Guar.
about
I'm
the
thinking
same band.
Guar. I'm thinking Guar. No,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
thinking
okay.
Guar. Okay, never mind. Meshuggah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sam from Corridor listens to them. He showed me some stuff. I've only heard a couple of their songs, but
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Yeah, not for everyone, but you know.
yeah. Okay, that's sick. Sweet, man. So, all right, that's a big like head start. Knowing what you're gonna make on day one is huge.
Yeah.
Saves you a lot of time.
Definitely.
Did you prepare any like references to show us, any files, any project files, etc., little breakdowns or anything that we want to show? Like, we can always switch over to your screen and you can share some
I
stuff.
can start with like some of the references I use.
Yeah, please.
Should be good to just switch over now.
Don't get the stream removed here. I don't know what you're going to show up, like bloody wounds and like pus bubbles and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it should be tame. It should be tame.
Okay, good. That's awesome.
Okay, is it on?
I see you. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hit the reveal right now. So I'm gonna show you the album cover. Which is
Yeah.
based off of.
Yeah.
So that's this guy on the left here.
Okay, sick.
So yeah, pretty weird stuff. I hope this doesn't get a stream removed. But I mean,
Who knows? If the stream gets cut off right now, then okay, we can move on to the next one just in case it does, right?
Okay, let's look at this. Like, this is not even good either. Dude, I'm gonna get you in banned. Anyways,
Hilarious.
but yeah, so there's this guy, right? This is the guy from my render as well. Like,
Yeah.
if the render's on the stream, surely this is fine, right?
Yeah, you're good.
So there's this guy, 3 arms, meditating. It's really weird. And then this is from the music video, right? There are these 2 other guys who are like they're like chained up.
Okay.
Or something. So yeah, that's like the imagery that I pulled from that like album, and the concept of that album is like, it's called Ob Zen. I think it's meant to be like 2 words combined, like obscene and like Zen.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be about how like people find peace in like super violent situations or something. I'm not gonna try to read too
interesting.
much into it, but like, you know, if you were to ask me if there's actually a meaning behind my that would be it.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I like
Um,
that.
yeah, I'm kind of just borrowing their like deep thinking they've already done already. It's their lyrics and stuff.
So all of
But
the like
yeah,
the environment, right? That was just like stuff that you kind of came up with or found in further references.
yeah. The environment was actually something that was like, it was very. It came as I went along the process. You'll see if we get into like the progressive like breakdowns of it. It doesn't really show up until like a lot later. Yeah, I really just started with this guy and like the eyeballs. I knew that from day one as well, actually. And I don't have any reference for that. This is like one of the things for this challenge specifically. Like, this is like kind of all I had, and the rest was just like in my head.
Yeah, okay.
I would like slap on the song, and I've got some lyrics here. And I just like listen to that and just imagine, right? And use the lyrics to maybe like form some kind of mental image of what's going on and what kind of works in the song, right?
Dude, this is awesome. We've wanted to do a weekly challenge like this, where we give people the lyrics to a song and then they make art that they see based off those lyrics. It's such a fun creative prompt. I love it. This is awesome that you did that.
Yeah, it's super like you see. I was watching some of these previous streams, and you see them go on here, and they've got like a 50-page like reference board.
Yeah.
And my one is just like lyrics, because it was mostly just from listening to the song and like it's like imagining what could be going on. There's not much reference. But yeah, then what happened was, oh yeah, there's also this album cover, kind of like inspired the like sphere of eyeballs, but like it's brain and stuff.
Oh, cool.
But,
Okay.
yeah, so I started just drawing to get the ideas out of my head. So I think this was like the first drawing I did here.
Okay, the eyeballs are in there. Yeah, the guy's in the center.
And and these guys dancing here. Yeah, so that was kind of like an idea I scrapped. There's this other song called Dances to a Discordant System, which like if these guys were dancing around, it would be pretty dancing to a discordant system. So it would be an insane reference right there. But yeah, I kind of scrapped those guys because I realized I'm not that good at animating.
Yeah, it's
but
tough.
yeah,
I'm the same way.
Definitely had the composition in mind, the eyeballs. These, I had no idea what these like lines going up were. It was just kind of like a compositional device at first, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know what those were. And then there's this other drawing I did where, I might have been listening to the song or something, and this like image just popped into my head. The song is like about some guy having an aneurysm. So
Whoa.
It's kind of fitting that these things are blood vessels and they kind of like fill up and then like burst, right?
Yeah.
So I was listening one time and this image popped in. So that's what I drew that out. I was like, oh, now I have it. And I think you can also kind of see the behind here. I might have been thinking about that like sphincter.
Yeah, that's definitely
Maybe
vibes going
form.
back there. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And also this little diagram here was like my rush drawing of when I had the idea of the camera movement. I was like, dude, I think it was right before I went to sleep one day. I was like, I'm gonna draw this or else I'm gonna forget because I'll do it like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, totally.
That's when I came up with the camera movement animation, yeah.
So I see that your Eternal Ascent art over there. I really liked that piece of art. Can you show that really quick?
All right. Yeah. No. This was not mine actually.
Oh, got you. That was a reference, like the nasty.
That was a reference.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All this. This is so nice.
I know. It's
like
so
they
good.
they definitely pulled this off way better than I did.
It's so nice. Yeah.
That's obviously the reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all this like the globs and then like I don't even know what's going on. Like the globs in between like these blood vessels or whatever.
yeah, it's crazy.
That was like huge inspiration. Excuse me. Yeah. So, and also if you watch, like if I were to play this animation app, it kind of like, it has this really nice like rippling animation through the whole
Yeah.
system of like veins or whatever.
Yeah,
And
totally.
like that was also a huge inspiration for my like pulsating effect, right?
So this is all like,
Um,
you hadn't even touched Blender yet. This is still just you kind of coming up with things. Like, are you doing tests while you're doing these drawings in Blender?
Oh yeah,
or
I'm
what?
definitely doing tests because okay, I think this image basically before hopping into Blender.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, this one was definitely maybe a week in, and I was like, what's going on? I can start pulling up the render progression if you want to see.
Yeah.
This one I have labeled 1. I honestly don't know if it's the first thing I did. Yeah. It kind of doesn't even play the whole animation. But,
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah, so you can see I knew I wanted the eyeball thing, and I wanted
Yeah.
the guy in the middle.
And the lighting
I
is
was like,
actually kind of the same, actually. You light or the backlight.
yeah, the lighting is like, I always try to start with lighting because that's like, I feel like that's one of the things I'm better at. Like if I just look at my work with just straight animation, it doesn't look great.
I know, I'm the same way. I'm like, it's gotta look nice. I need reason to move forward. It's gotta look rendered, and it's gotta be like, have some textures, and it's gotta be lit. And that gives me the inspiration I need to like keep doing the next stuff. It's so satisfying to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, that's, you can also see like the guy is fully textured up pretty much to the final section of what he does, and like the eyeballs are kind of almost done. Yeah, there's still decent work to be done with those, but yeah, yeah, this was like maybe day 2 or 3. Like the eyeball thing was something I knew I wanted from day 1. Because okay, day 1 I was thinking I'm gonna have the guy, but I also want the environment to be reacting to this. In the song, there's this really fast like double kick pattern, right? It's kind of what the song is known for, at least in the like drumming world.
Yeah.
So I wanted something to be able to react to that, and you know, I did a little bit of brainstorming, and yeah, the eye thing was like, really frantically moving eyes will kind of convey that sense of, you know, really fast rhythm, and also like some kind of weird franticness, which is, you can see in the lyrics.
Yeah.
The inspiration for that as well.
That's awesome.
If we move to the next thing, let's click this button. Ooh.
Maybe that was B1.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I think these might be the same thing, low-key. Yeah, but now it's actually playing the whole thing out. Yeah, so the eyeballs, I can show you kind of how that eyeball thing is done later.
Yeah, so we have about like 15 minutes, exactly 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We can go in a number of directions. I think initially, what I'm curious about are how you're doing the liquid. I think is pretty sweet, and yeah, just the progression of how this is going. It's very satisfying watching this progression. But yeah, it would be cool to see like your project file and look at how you're doing the liquid and stuff. I also wanted to ask, at some point in these 15 minutes, like if there was any sort of hurdle that you had along the way, like was there a barrier that kind of stopped you or made you really think about how you need to progress? Or was it a pretty smooth process for you?
We'll definitely get to those. I think I wrote some down. Yeah, that was mostly in like those big like set pieces, like making the cloth. Simulation for like the vessels bursting and like making the eyeball. And
yeah,
honestly, the liquid wasn't even a big roadblock. Yeah, but other things like figure out how to fill the space, that was a huge one. So like, I'll kind of just zoom through these until we get to like one of those like challenges I face. I think here, just like I refined the animation, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of see there's the animation is actually like pretty much the final version here. So I wanted to finalize that because dude, my animation is so bad.
Yeah.
I can animate a guy going through 4 poses, and that's about it.
Yeah, same, dude. I'm so bad with it.
Yeah, so that's that animation. Then yeah, this is where I'm like, okay, I've got to add a placeholder for like whatever's going to be here. And this was like first roadblock, like right. What am I going to put as these lines going up and down?
Totally.
And I had a couple of thoughts, like in other like Meshuggah imagery, they have a lot of like these mechanical like spine things. So I was thinking maybe I could do that. And yeah, so keep going. I think it's like changing the camera animation, so it's all like the same stuff. Yeah, here I decided to like really
Snap it like hard. Yeah.
snap that camera. Yeah, bang, bang. Right. That added a lot of like that was I was very happy with that improvement when I saw it, because before that felt really slow and sluggish, and now it's like it really felt like it hit those beats.
Yeah.
Next one.
Ooh.
This is like a little render test about the same thing. And this is, you can kind of see the camera isn't working fully as I wanted it to, but this is when I started adding like dolly zooms kind of to the camera. You can see it kind of going crazy because it's not synced up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that was, the dolly zooms was kind of like, I wanted to have the camera feel like it was going really far away, but keep the composition very similar. And the dolly zooms kind of allowed for that because all of the stuff kind of stays in the same space on the screen, but you still get that feeling of going far out and coming back in.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Here I completely changed the lighting. Because like, yeah, before it was like a little too soft, maybe not harsh enough for my liking. And this is where, yeah, I kind of committed to like those things are going to be blood vessels. It's still very like placeholder right now, and all I know I'm gonna have is like the eyeballs and the liquid below. Still have no idea what's going in the middle. Except
yeah, okay.
Blood vessels, right?
That's cool. I love that you're just figuring it out. You know, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay, now here I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll make one, just duplicate it, see what happens. And here I'm also messing around with the lighting a little bit. You can see this is something that I removed eventually from my final render, but I've got like this fake caustics lamp coming from the front.
It looks nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I ended up removing that because like I kind of just ended up looking a little. There's a bit too much visual noise going on.
Yeah, I can see that.
My liking. Yeah, keep going. About the same stuff. I just started modeling more of them. Okay, here we go. Now I've added, this pulsating effect. You kind of like frame by frame, you can see the blood vessels in the back. They're doing like this. Basically, they're just the geometry node system where they're like basically getting pushed out along their normal, and that makes pulsating effect, right?
It's so gross.
And I also added like the big sphincter in the back. It's not doing anything yet, and I'll get to that. So we'll keep going. Oh, and here's,
dude, that looks so cool.
The cloth simulation.
Oh man, that's amazing. So that's all Blender cloth?
That's all Blender cloth. It's like, since the meshes are separate, I think I basically first I simulated the actual blood vessel mesh. Like put a big force in the middle to suck it all in.
Yeah.
And then after that, I like kind of like there's a modifier. It's like mesh deform or something, and it basically like makes certain vertices of like these inner bulb meshes, right?
Yeah.
They'll stick to like the simulation, which I've done on the other ones, and then I simulate that again to the middle, like the bulb bits, and that's what makes them actually behave as one, even though they're different.
Such a satisfying simulation. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. They don't reinflate.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They kind of burst.
Yeah.
You can see, yeah.
Totally.
So, okay, now I get to the pulsating frickin' sphincter. And so that was actually a response to like, there's this problem I was seeing, which was like, it's a very common trope in like visualizers, right? Music video visualizers, where the lights are like flashing on the beat, right?
Yeah.
But I'm in this space where it's like the only light is coming from the back. It wouldn't really make sense if I just like turned on a light in the middle of nowhere, which I kind of do eventually, but at this point I was like, no, I gotta have it all make sense. Like the light's gotta be coming from the back. I've gotta have it somehow organically kind of flash. And that's where this like opening and closing came from. Because obviously when it's closed, you're letting less light in.
Yeah.
And then when it opens, you let more light in. And I eventually end up making this way more exaggerated. Like it closes way more, it opens way more. Exaggerate that effect.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, now we've got the guys. Oh, dude, this was like when I wanted to give up, pretty much.
Oh, for real?
Dude, that was like I had these chains and like so bad. It messed up all the simulations in the back here. Like, wait, whoa. What is this?
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then I get to the liquid simulation. So I'll show you going on there. So first iteration of that, it's like 1 month because dude, so much. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
It's in Blender, huh?
Yeah, Blender. Flip Fluids add-on.
Flip
yeah, so
Fluids.
Blender. Yeah.
I'll have to check it.
Add-on for Blender. Yeah. So there's this. Basically, that's just like I kind of put balls of fluid, just like some fluid emitter in where each of these like things would be spouting out blood, and I just like whack them with another object. Just rotate it super hard, and that's the only thing which is like propelling it out. And also it's like I exported all the guys and all of the like blood vessels as alembics to have actually interact with that fluid, right?
Dude, I love it. It's so good. It's so satisfying. I bet when you got that, you're like, oh, yes, it's working. It's amazing. Dude, this is gonna look sick
so
on this
nice.
record.
Because this is only the second simulation I did, and I was like, dude, this is already the final one.
That's
that
awesome.
was like the best feeling. And this is like last week, the last week of the challenge as well. So I was like, dude, if I don't make it right now, I'm not submitting. Yeah. So, and then I did a little bit of cleanup because you can see it hits the walls in the actual simulation. But now here, look on this right side here, I made this geometry node system to kind of like force the liquid back down into this like plane with like the flat plane, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You look on the right. Where before it was like hitting the wall and splashing everywhere. Now it's
see.
It just kind of gets scaled down to 0.
That's smart.
And then that's like preview, material preview.
Oh, dude, yes. When you're at this point, you're like, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. So were you looking at the lyrics from the song to come up with the blood vessels and to come up with these corpses being reanimated, or were you kind of how'd you do that?
So yeah, the blood vessels definitely like it's from the song, right? It's about some guy having an aneurysm.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. The corpses, okay, that was because I did want to have, you remember back to like the guys dancing, which I had in that one drawing. I was like, okay, I want to have some guys surrounding this, but I don't know how to make a compelling animation for that.
Yeah.
So that's when I stumbled across like this video by some like interpretive dance group.
I love
it. And they're basically doing
yes.
this. They're basically doing this like exact animation, and I was like, I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm just stealing that and I'm doing it because otherwise I'm just not gonna
have any other reason to do anything.
I'm not gonna have any other. Yeah.
That's great. I love how like when you're thinking about your render for the whole month, other things that pop into your field of view are like seen through the lens of your render. So you're like, oh, I can use that. I can use that. That's that artistic flow, man. I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, we can very quickly just like hop into some project files.
Yeah, we got like 3 minutes.
Yeah, this is just the eyeball. I want to show like a singular eyeball. I kind of followed this. It's like a default CG Matter tutorial. Basically does this exact thing.
Oh,
It
sick.
makes an eyeball, but it makes like it's all texture based and it makes this like middle thing.
So cool.
But
CG Matters.
we'll get
tutorial
into
eyeball. Okay.
this stuff. I like separated this from the actual scene. Okay, I kind of messed up the file, but yeah, so we can see this thing
That's
isolated.
So cool.
It's running really slowly. So what this basically is like all those eyeballs, got them all. Each of those are like parented directly to an armature. Like
Yeah.
so the whatever the armature is doing, the eyeball is doing directly.
Yeah.
But then also this armature is controlling the big flesh thing. So that's like with automatic weights, right? That's actually like
Oh.
weight-based armature deformation, right?
So that's how the
underneath-
eyeball and the mesh are together. Is because
Yeah.
the mesh is being controlled through all those little joints.
Yeah, same armature, right? And then
Yeah.
these basically all just have like noise modifiers on them.
Totally.
That's what's making them wiggle
Yeah.
frantically. And
that's smart.
then I've just basically got them all kind of like staggered. This is why these keyframes are all jacked up down here. Staggered like pulsating effects
That's awesome. I love that.
from the center one. And then this is like our last minute here. We'll go over. I did this. So this is like shape keys. I've got this lattice, right? And it's really hard to see because it's super high resolution, but it's like doing the thing.
Oh, opening and closing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're deforming
and
them. I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, deform the lattice and then using shape keys. And then the mouth is just kind of following that movement.
That's sick. Oh, that totally works.
Yeah, and I put pretty low effort into this, but it's in the background, so the texture doesn't have to be crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
These like weird things, I just like randomly drew those on, and like it kind of just adds a bit more detail.
How'd you draw them on?
Oh, there's like this thing. I don't know if I could set up right now, but like in Blender, you add a curve, and then you can like draw it. There's like a pencil where you draw, and it like sticks to the surface, and then it makes a curve based on that.
Oh, that's sick.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, that's smart.
You do that.
Dude, it's so good, man.
So,
Dude, I wish we had more time. But
yeah,
that was awesome. There's so much cool stuff in there and like lots of fun little tips and techniques. It's just I'm mesmerized by your process here, man. It's really fun. Yeah, and I mean, is there any piece of advice that you want to offer to anyone who are doing these challenges, who are trying to get into top 100 or trying to win top 5 or maybe even just finish a piece of art and submit?
dude. I mean, it's definitely like don't think about the actual challenge aspect.
For sure.
You're doing it for yourself, right? That's always pick like, what am I gonna enjoy? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna win this challenge. I'm gonna pick like the best prompt or the best idea, which I think is gonna win. No, it's like definitely just chose what I really wanted to make, and like based on the music I really love.
Stay
It makes
true.
me actually passionate about the project. It makes me want to finish it.
Yep.
And I'll make you stick with it, and then sticking with it. I mean, that's what I did. 5th time participating, I got finally here. So yeah.
That's awesome, dude. That's really inspiring to hear. And again, thank you so much for participating in these challenges. Like, these challenges wouldn't be the same without all the artists. I mean, they wouldn't be a thing without all these artists like having fun and making cool stuff during these challenges. So thank you for coming back time and time and again. And congratulations again on 4th place, man. It was really cool, and I hope to see you on the next one. I'm very excited to see what you do for our 13th challenge. That's crazy.
Hopefully be on this one. I've basically only ever done the ones at the beginning of the year, but maybe
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Do this one,
I hear you.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, enjoy your day. You got a whole day ahead of you, man.
6 a.m. Bright and early.
Yeah, brother.
Right.
Be good, man. We'll be in touch.
Man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Shout outs to Benny Blend on Instagram, benny.blend on Instagram. We're gonna, if the winner's info is not in the description already, then I'll make sure it's in there by the time the stream wraps, so you guys can go follow these artists. You can also find all their information in the top 100 montage. You look in the description of that, in the artist index, you'll see the top 5 up in the artist index as well. But next up we have Ted. He won, I think it was 2nd place, he'll correct me if I'm wrong, in Rampage Rally. That is correct. And he won 3rd place. Yes, 3rd place. Here in this next challenge. So he's a 2-time winner. Let's switch on over and say what's up to Ted. Oh my God, there he is.
Hello.
What's up, Ted?
Yeah, good to be back. I never expected it to be back again. So really happy with it.
Yeah, man, 2-timing over here. It's rare. It is very, very rare. But god dang, dude, this piece of art you put together is so freaking sick. Before we get into that, we'll get into all that. Yeah, man, thanks for joining these challenges again. It's so freaking cool to see your stuff, man, and like it's really inspiring. Very, very inspiring, man. So you were just like, okay, another challenge, okay, I'm doing it, like no questions asked? Or how did you feel when you saw the prompt? Was it like, I have no idea what to do, or this is weird, I don't understand it? Like, how'd you feel?
Yeah, it was it was a bit of a busy month for me. I had also some other projects where I was working on, but yeah, I really knew that I definitely wanted to participate again. That was my main priority, and so I already saw some things on the website with the head and that kind of thing. So I thought, oh, it's gonna be something with a head, or I was already thinking. And then the final template was released, and I thought, whoa, this is so how do I say that?
Unexpected or different?
Yeah, it was very open. It could be everything. Like the last challenge, there was a ramp, and then they already got some ideas, but this time it was like it can be anything. So that was really hard to come up with an idea for me. In the beginning.
Yeah, we heard that from a lot of people, that it's very open-ended, and like I think for the viewers of the montages, they're like, oh wow, it can be anything, it's so open-ended, it's really cool to watch. But then for the artists, it's like, oh god, it's too open-ended, it's hard to come up with ideas, which I understand. I get it. It's funny, in the beginning we were like, I wanted to do an abstract challenge, abstract art, just crazy renders, like no characters, no recognizable objects, just shapes and colors and light. And like in my mind I was like, oh yeah, that's what people are gonna do. And like barely anyone did that, right? So it's funny how you can't like predict what people are gonna make, but of course everyone made complete full scenes, because that's what people do.
It's amazing to see what people came up with.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So like when you saw the template, like how long did it take you to come up with an idea like this? Like, was this your first idea?
So I was thinking, like I was looking at the things that the template that we have to do in the video. Yeah. And that's of course the beat. So I was that was my that was something I could hold on to come up with an idea. So I started with thinking about movements or jobs or things that already had a pace, a repetitive motion to it. So I first was thinking about mine workers, people in a mine, and I soon came up with the idea to use a lumberjack. Because you have that repetitive motion, and so that really helped to make how do you say that, the template feel natural, because it's something that's already has a continuity to it.
Yes.
So that really helped to make that feel natural. And then I looked at the camera requirements, and it was of course something like a movement or a 90-degree turn. And then I thought that would be funny to reveal another part of the another perspective. So that gave me the idea to just make a little bit of like a Tom and Jerry kind of situation, where you have just characters living their life, and there is some other character that's also living their life, just doing their job, and then you go from the one characters to into the world of the other characters, and you see that their worlds are a bit clashing with each other. I don't know if I explained this correctly, but that was a bit of my why the idea came up.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty sweet that you got there so quickly. I would have never thought to do like a character, because I don't think with characters. I'm not great with characters, so like everyone's doing their different thing, which is so freaking cool. Okay, that's wild. Now, is this one of these things where like you're gathering reference and start building your assets? Because I remember your last one that you did for Rampage Rally, like you built that whole town, right? You built everything by hand, right?
Yeah, the whole town and things. Most of the things I built by myself, and I really wanted to do that again this time. I didn't do it for most of the. There are a lot of things that I made by my own, but because I had also to do some other projects, so I couldn't do it all by myself. But the thing what I really wanted to try was to make to put myself in the video again.
Yes.
And I did it also last time, but you couldn't see me a lot. I was just saw my back, and you didn't saw my face, so that was pretty easy. But this time I wanted to get a good look at my face. So there were some interesting things I had to do, especially with putting my own face on this character. That was really fun to do.
Yeah, what was the process on that? Like, was it a photo scan like that you took with your phone, or how did you do that? Did you sculpt it? There's no way you sculpted it, right? It's got to be a photo scan.
The base mesh is a photo scan of my face. Indeed, I just used an app on my phone, Scanniverse, I think it's called. But
Scanniverse.
Scanniverse, yes.
Okay, for sure. Because I'm trying to find they discontinued the other one that I used, so I'm looking for a new one. Scanniverse.
This one still works, and it has a lot of options, so that's really great.
Okay, heck yeah.
And that was the first step, and then I made a video from my face, and I used the Rococo face rig that I got from the last challenge. So it was really nice to use that. And I just filled my face, and I thought, most of the people use the face rig to capture the face data and put that on a rig. But I was thinking, maybe I can just use that video of my face and just put that onto the scan. And it was very hard, because when you work with a face, it's something that it's so recognizable for people. So if there's one thing a little bit off, then you see that directly. So it was kind of hard to get it right, and I'm still not. I'm happy with the results, but I think it's still can use some improvement. But yeah, it's fine for now.
Crazy.
But,
Okay, it was animated like you put the video, projected that over the mesh of your photo scan.
Yeah, it was just a moving texture indeed, and it was.
That's crazy. I had no idea. That's awesome because I see that it's a photo scan, but it's moving. I didn't even think about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I also thought like, is it even gonna work or something? So it was a little bit of an experiment, and that's nice, and that's really nice about this challenges. You can use it to learn new things and try some experiments, and it was really that was fun for me. But it worked. I
Yeah, totally. Do you have any like tests of that you want to show?
Yeah, I can show a bit. A little bit how I did it. I have a few videos and things.
Yeah.
So I can.
Let's see if Sotomonte. I know he's setting up. Okay, yeah, sweet. He switched over. Nice.
Oh, you see my.
Yeah, I see you.
All right. Yeah, so this is the face. This is the face without the motion blur, and when you don't see the motion blur, it looks a little bit uncanny in my opinion. But luckily, the whole scene looks a bit uncanny, so that's okay, I think. And it's just So I first had my face scanned, so that was maybe I could. There was this whole mesh, so that's handy because it already follows all the structures of your face. And I didn't do that in the beginning. In the beginning, where do in the beginning I had I used a basic human face.
Yeah.
And I placed my head on top, my face on top of that basic human face. But it looks a bit like, how do you say that? Like a balloon with a texture sticked on it. It didn't feel very right or something. It looks, a bit too weird.
That's actually a cool idea. So because that's a look in itself. You know what I mean? That's a style in itself. I like that. Like coming up with funny characters, taking face data like that, textures, and putting it over different people's faces and like scaling it up a little bit, scaling it down. It could be funny. That's cool.
Yeah, and indeed, it really has a kind of a style. But it wasn't a bit too weird. It felt a bit too weird if you look at the rest of the scene. So I wanted to make that a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that was why I used my a face of a scan of my face, and this is the part. This is the actual scan. So this is just photo based and all those things. And then I cut a little bit. I just cut this part out, and then I placed my face on top of this. Here's the face. This is the video I placed on the. Oh, it doesn't play very well. Maybe I have another video. I have this. Yeah, so this is the actual video of my face that I placed on top of it. So it's just just me just animated trying to act out it was nice to act out the actual movements. I think I don't know, it probably it made it a bit more real, I think, I hope.
Yeah, totally.
But,
no, it has a vibe to it. That's so cool. So I wanted to ask, like, a lot of people do what we call two world renders, and that's when they have two separate environments in one submission, and it's kind of like double the work. And a lot of the time we see when people do, like, we don't recommend them because when people do 2 world renders, usually you can tell the more work was put into one, and then they kind of ran out of time, and they're like, oh, I have this idea I have to finish, so I got to finish the second environment now, and it's just not up to par with the first environment, just because of time, right? But here you've managed to do an A+ job on both, which is really hard to do. And you mentioned you had these other projects going on, so like, how did you do that time management wise? Like, did you go back and forth between one and another? Did you finish one and then realize you only have X amount of days to finish the other, and you just trudged through and got it up to the level it needed to be? Like, how did you manage that?
That was something that when I was thinking about the idea, I think I took about 5 days, or 3 or 4, 5 days to come up with the idea. I was already thinking like it has to be a bit a simple background, and it has to be simple to do.
Yeah.
And that's always a bit weird to say about 3D, but because it always will be a little bit more difficult than you are expected. But I try to make it really simple. And like, for example, the forest it's just one tree, and I just copied that tree with a with those scatter. I just scattered that object on that green plane, and it's just basically that, and this is the tree that I used.
Yeah.
And I even it's even the textures don't look very good, but it worked. I wanted to make it very simple. I can show you some reference that I really that I liked, like this reference. And if you look at the picture, it's just it's almost silhouettes. You don't see a lot of texture. It's only trees standing up, like the just vertical lines, and that's basically it. So I first made another forest, and that I didn't like that forest. It's over here, I think. Yes. There was my work in progress of another forest, but it felt a bit too busy, and I didn't know what to do with the lighting and that kind of things, and it didn't felt right. So I thought, okay, this can be more simple. So that's when I thought, just use some simple trees, some vertical lines, and it even doesn't have like a very good texture, but you don't see that. It's just I try to keep that simple. So
that makes sense.
And in that way, oh sorry, what do?
No, go ahead.
I just want to say that then I could spend a little bit more time on the inside of the tree. So.
Okay, I got you, man. Well, it's crazy. The detail on the outside scene really feels fleshed out. I mean, the light streaks look fantastic. Is that just a gobo with some emissive fog kind of a thing?
Where do I have the? I have a picture of the. That was one of the things that I did first, and then later I added the trees. Yeah. Because that was something I liked how that looked in that reference. So I thought, oh, I need those lights. So it's just a maybe I can show it. Where is there? It's just a light, and that's emitting a texture. The same like a projector would do. Yes. And then I added some fog on the floor and a bit in the air.
That looks great.
That's it.
It looks so nice, man. One of the things that I will never ever do is animate animals. And you animated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I can count. You're crazy. How did you animate? Let's talk about these squirrels, man, because they look really nice. Did you just hand animate in these squirrels, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I hand animated the squirrels indeed, but that were the only characters that I did. That had a bit of a crazy animation. For the other animals, yeah, it's just a bit of head bumping. So
yeah, okay, the animals. Yeah, the other animals, some head bumping for sure. Now the force that you're like, how are you animating the force of this axe in this room? Like, is it just hand animated everything, or like, because the plates are popping up, the candles are moving, the pictures are like, everything in the room is moving. Are you doing any tricks for that, or are you just hand animating it all on the right keyframe?
yeah, it's just hand animation. So yeah, that's the thing that I like the most about 3D, and that's also what I do for work and that kind of things. Is character animation in 3D or animation in overall. Yeah, so that was also one of the things that I thought that has to be one of the, how do you say that, priorities, that the animation is something that is a bit more dominant in the scene, because that's something that I really like. So
yeah,
then I'm using the things that I like and the things that that are a bit of my specialty.
Yeah, man. That makes
be
sense. That makes a lot of sense. Focusing on what you're good at, and feature that. That's great. What was the most challenging part of this for you? Like, what? I guess I'll start with that. What was the most challenging part of this whole thing for you?
Maybe that was another fun experiment that I tried, and that was also something I didn't really knew if it would gonna work. But for the clothes, I also use my own clothes.
Shoot! Yeah,
these are my clothes, and it's always a bit tricky with an experiment, because you don't know if it's gonna work. But I made those clothes in Marvelous Designer, and where you have Marvelous Designer, it's a bit like you are making real clothes. They are using the real patterns that you also would use in real clothes.
Yeah.
So like this is how the clothes look where you make them in 3D, and I realized that real clothes also look like that. You can see, maybe I can this like yes. You can see this pattern right here. That's exactly the same like the patterns in real clothes. So I thought, what if I take a picture of that, all those patterns, all those like the pants over here.
Totally.
It's like this. It's almost like this, and then stick it onto the UV map, because the UV map also looks like this. And I thought, maybe it's gonna work. So it was a little bit of an experiment, but it turned out okay. I think you can see the clothes. Maybe I can. No. Where are my clothes?
No, it definitely turned out, man. It looks so cool.
Yeah, it's luckily it has a lot of motion to it, so you don't see. You always see it with a little motion blur, and I think that really also helps a bit. Why is it disappearing? That's not. Okay, it's disappearing. Oh, it's this one. All right, forgot it. So these are my clothes. It was
cool.
real fun to try.
Oh man, the stains and everything. Wow, you added the stains. Like, that's great. That detail is amazing, man.
Yeah, but because you are take a picture of literal clothes, it takes all those information into it, and that's something I like. I like to do it. It's the same with the matchbox. I have this one here, right here. So,
oh heck yeah!
So this was also something I wanted to do, because it has a lot of detail to it, and you see those little you see that that it had lived a life.
Yeah,
To
man.
say that.
Yeah, it's
So,
got the
yeah.
imperfections. It's not just a perfect, clean matchbox.
Yeah, and that's something I like to see in a scene. It looks a bit lived, in my opinion.
Man, that's beautiful. So is the windmill in the picture frame? Is that a shout out to your last render?
Yeah, indeed. It's from my last render. I wanted to kind of put some Easter eggs in it, so I put the windmill into it. And,
Dude, man, that's awesome. I mean, for your third render, you're gonna have to put 2 Easter eggs in, right? You gotta get all your renders packed into the most recent render somehow.
Yeah, it's gonna be the whole story in the end.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I like those details, and it felt a little bit like a bit more like a home, and it
really
gave
did.
some personality to the squirrels.
Yeah, man, it really did. How are you is the rubber? We only have like 3 minutes here. I'm gonna ask one last question, 2 last questions. But the slingshot, the rubber band there, is that a cloth sim? Just a simple cloth sim?
No, that's just a simple rig. When I move, I think this one, and it just follows. It's not perfect. You can see it's a bit weird on this side, but yeah, you never want to able to see that. So it's just a simple rig. I'm not a pro in rigging, so this is
It's perfect.
most of the things I can do.
Yeah,
it works.
Man, that's so nice. The last thing I was going to mention, man, is like with like the couple minutes we have left, like, is there anything that you want to say to the artists out there participating in these challenges, like what your takeaway was from everything?
Yeah, like I said before, it's good to look at yourself and think, what do I like the most? Where are my specialties? And try to put that in front into your render. I also like to put a little bit of story in the render. Like when you in the first seconds when you start looking at the video, I really like to when the video ends, that you have that there was this that changed something in the scene. I don't know how I need to.
The story evolves.
That,
it was evolving story.
Yeah. But that's what I like. So, like what did you learn in at the end of the video? What you didn't know in the beginning of the video, like the little bit of that's something that I wanted to put in the render. It's very short. It's just a few seconds, but it's possible to put a little bit of a story into it, make a little bit of change. So that's one thing, and I like to put a lot of personality in the scenes, and maybe a bit too literal with my face and that kind of things. But I wanted to try to make it personal, so it's always a bit based on something that I like, something from childhood or something, some places that I visit or something. So that's I try to make it a bit personal, and I think maybe that also helps to connect with the render that you make. And when it's personal, it will always be unique. I think so. Yeah, maybe that kind of the things.
That's great, man. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Very, very good advice. I see we have one question from the audience here. We're gonna get that answered, and then we'll let you go. So he said the tree getting cut from inside. Is it a separate mesh attached to the tree? / how did you do that?
Yes, that's indeed a separate mesh. I can show you a little bit. That's it's several meshes, and I just used just a shape key to animate those things. So it's just a mesh with a texture on top of it. Maybe I can show the texture. Oh wow. It's just a texture with an alpha. Where's the alpha?
Like a broken.
I made this, and then I completely forgot where. Okay, I can't find it, but you can see it. Maybe I can show it on the outside. There are a little bit of particles that. Oh, I can't see it right now. Oh, it's over here. Like it's just like this kind of textures, and I put it on some on meshes, and that's what you see right here. And when the X goes into the tree, I just animate it with some shape keys.
Smart, dude. Smart. Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's no simulation or something. I'm not very good in that kind of things on the moment, but yeah, this works. So yeah.
Yeah, dude, your style is so nice. Your approach is insane. It's so simple, but it's so effective. I really, really appreciate you, man, coming down. Congratulations again for third place, was it? Yeah, third place.
Yeah.
Fantastic, dude. Thank you for everyone out there. Go check out the Rampage Rally winners live stream with Ted. It's awesome, very insightful. More good stuff from him. So yeah, thank you, Ted. We'll let you go, man. You're the best.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me, and thanks for doing these challenges.
Absolutely,
it's
man.
Really nice.
Yeah, good to see you again. Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
Peace, man.
Bye.
Heck yeah. So nice with a story, man. It's so important. Story is king, because like everyone is the top 100 artists are, I guess, yeah, I'm talking about the competition side of things, right? And judging. Everyone is going to eventually be rendering stuff that looks cool, that's animated well, that's lit well. And if everyone is doing that, then great. That's the ceiling. But to me, the ultimate ceiling, the level above that, is story. If you have story, those renders shine through. And our first place artist Koala had so much story. Ted here has a bunch of story. So we're really looking for story. That's like the topper. That's the topper. You want to make sure you include that. You know, when you can, when it's possible. Most of the time it's possible. But yeah. Next up, we have our second place artist here, Mantaframe. Let's go say hello. Oh, my screen. Hold on, Sodamonte. Thank you, Sodamonte. 3, 2, 1, go! Yay! What's up? What's up, Manta?
Oh, hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Oh, man, yeah, doing very well. Doing very well. Feeling good, man. Feeling good with the challenge and excited to talk to all you guys. Where are you from? What time is it?
Yeah, I'm from Germany. It's 8:30 at the moment.
Okay, not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's
Heck
okay.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Thank you for taking the time to come on and chat about your art, and thank you for making such cool art for this challenge. I love it so much, man. The style is incredible.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for that. I can be here, and I can't believe it that I got the second place.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
a very surprise for me, and yeah.
So what was the process like for you? Was it stressful? Was it fun the whole time? Did it feel experimental and exciting, or was it
Yeah, it was very stressful for me this month because of work and so on. I had only time in the morning or late in the evening to work on this.
Yeah.
But I managed it somehow, and yeah, it was very stressful. But I very enjoyed it. It's not the first time that I participate in this challenge.
Yes.
I participate, I think, in all challenges, but not on the first one and 2 others, I think. Yeah.
Dang. Okay, wow. So you started at not parallel dimensions, alternate realities.
Second challenge.
Dang, man, that's wild. Has this always been your style? Like, hold on, first off, were you into 3D before these challenges, or did you get into these challenges, or did you get into 3D when these challenges kind of started?
Yeah, I Also, yeah, since child, I love like the movies from Pixar, the DreamWorks, and on yes, I started with Blender I think 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
With Blender 2.8, and I teach it myself with videos. Also, I started with the donut tutorial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just a hobby, and I got since some commissions to work on, also especially for game-ready characters or game assets. Then yeah.
Okay, so sorry, you said you focused on that, learning that, like for game, making game assets, or you said you got commissioned to make game assets?
No, I didn't focus on it. Also, my dream is to make a movie.
Yeah.
With Blender, yeah. But the other hand, the commissions they got to me. Also, I don't especially focus on this. I focus more on modeling, on rendering, and so on, but not for gamery assets. But I learned the skills, and it's fun too for me. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I love it. And what I was gonna ask before was like this style here. It's like photoreal cartoony. I don't know, like that's like the only way I can describe it. I think it's like the animation is cartoony, but then everything else is photoreal, which now that you mentioned like Pixar and DreamWorks, it is like that. Like the environments are photoreal, the characters are stylized, and the animation style is also stylized, right?
Yep.
So has this always been your goal, is to like kind of get that cartoony style? Okay, amazing. And I'm
also
oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Also, my goal is to achieve a realism with cartoony, also like the Pixar movies, like you said. And this is the direction that I want to go and to learn more from it. And for this challenge, I used for the first time EV rendering in Blender.
Yeah.
And this was quite a challenge for me too, to learn EV. The other challenge, I use only cycles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, do you have reference material that you want to show? Do you have any maybe project files or some stuff we can show? I can switch over to you.
I can share my screen. Just a moment. So, can you see my screen?
I do.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so what's your process? Where do you start when you was this your first idea, by the way, when you heard about the challenge?
It's my first idea. So I love the games like WarioWare and Wren Heaven.
Dude, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you know it.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna take off my headphones so I won't be able to hear you for like 2 seconds. But I'm gonna show you something. All right, here it comes. All right, look, I got you right here. Dude.
Okay, you're a little bit for me.
Rhythm Heaven.
White.
On DS, baby. I love it. I felt the WarioWare vibes. I knew there's some Wario going on in this. This is awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So this was for me the inspirational, and I made 2024, I think, for another challenge, 3D thing. This octopus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
my goal was to combine this two.
Okay, let's get a close up on that octopus. Can you zoom in on that octopus? I want to see this guy. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah, I love those colors, man. That's fun. Okay. All right, so you knew you wanted some rhythm vibes, Rhythm Heaven vibes, WarioWare vibes, and this octopus. What's next? Did you know that it was going to be cooking and making something here, or you had no idea?
Yes, also it was in the direction of cooking. Like it's like a mini game. So it's like if you play it, like you press a button on the beat.
Yes. Okay, sick. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Also, like I said here, it's inspired by the Rhythm Heaven and the various style games. And yeah, and for me, it was very important that I create a very easy story that everyone can understand it. And I think I achieve it with this.
Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. He's cooking up a meal, and you're learning more and more, like getting like
Yeah.
info on the environment, who he's serving by the end of the thing. And now we were talking. I don't know if you heard us talking on the judging stream, but we were like, oh man, it'd be so cool if it like kept going back, and you see the restaurant, and then you see the street, and like you see everything. Like we just wanted more because we love this. We love this vibe so much, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very cool to hear this. Yeah.
So, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. We'll continue. What's next in the process? So once you get the idea here, you have your character. What's the next move for you?
Yeah. The next point is what kind of style I want to achieve. Like I said, a little bit realism and cartoony, and I wanted to transform this Octo to a robotic kind of style.
Yeah.
For the movement, also for me it was very important to make a movement, snappy movement to the beat.
Yeah.
Like it's like in the game then, also like you play a game. And this was quite a challenge for me. Like the games Warrior or Written Heaven is 2D, and I have to translate this 2D in the universe. This was quite a challenge for me. And after that, I just looking for some references for the restaurants, like how can I style it with assets and so on.
Yeah.
And for the lighting, also here, as you can see, this was my reference for this challenge to achieve this style.
Okay, yeah, very nice. Very nice. So what was the most, you said that like translating it from 2D to 3D, the rhythm part of things was difficult. What was specifically difficult about that for you?
To get the right movement, like this snappy movement, because in 3D it can look a little bit janky, I think, or if I try it, it looks like this. With a little bit with motion blur and so on. And in 2D, everything is drawn. And so to compensate this, I stop every movement, I think 2 or 3 frames, that you can read it as a like if you're a watcher, for the watchers here, right? And yeah, so it was a very it was quite a trial and error to test it out and so on. Looks good or not, and yeah.
Do you have
very
versions
challenging
of your render, like early iterations and whatnot?
Sorry, I can. You're a little bit quiet for me.
Oh, sorry. Do you have here, let me put this mic up here. Do you have like early iterations of your render that you can show? I'm curious to see what like early renders look like
Yes,
for you.
I can show you something. So, for my first rendering, what I tried to achieve was that I have 4 octos here.
Oh shoot.
Like this here.
Oh dang.
And the first one, they are prepared, also like they are punching it and throw it to the next one.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah,
This,
okay.
this was my first idea. But the problem was it's very difficult to see this jump from this one to this one here because of the movement from the camera. Like it's a steady movement, and the other problem was you don't see enough from the environment then too. It's like a static movement then here. and I
yeah.
work on this, I think 2 or 3 weeks. Yes, on this kind. And on the last week, I changed everything and got to this year.
Whoa.
Also yeah, it was very stressful. I was not happy with this rendering here. Also with my first idea that I have 4 characters and so on. And because of my time and so on, I say, okay, I make it simpler. And this is the result then what I achieve in a
Dang.
full time 1 week. Yeah.
Wow, that's freaking wild. That's crazy. Yeah, the pivoting 75% of the way through, like, God, that's so stressful. But like you clearly had the character, you had like some of the environment, like you just had to kind of move things around a little bit, right?
Yeah.
God dang. That's difficult.
Yeah. Also so also the animation was done. Just one animation what I have to do was this one here, the snappy movement, like that he grab on this pen.
Mhm.
This was in few hours I make it, and I try to clean up the animation to make it readable, that nothing looks out of place like this. Yeah,
everything is very intentional. I love the flames too. Those flames look very fun.
the flames. Yeah.
Is it cloth sim or what?
Yeah, it's cloth sim. I can show it here. This was the cloth sim for the character.
Yeah.
I use this pattern here. Also here's the references that I use for the cloth sim. For the cloth.
Yeah, zoom in
It's
there.
called
zoom in there.
Happy. I hope I speak it correctly.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. And it's very simple shapes, and I tried to recreate it in Marvelous Designer.
Yes.
And then it's the result here what I achieve here.
Yeah, it's really clean.
Yeah. Yes, and I have done the same thing for the flames. It's showing up here. It's a simulation, and
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and this was also tricky for me because I use Marvelous Designer, I think, for the 3rd time for this challenge right now, also for the 3 months.
Yes.
And I spent, I think, a few hours only, and I read I read a lot of documentations, I watch a lot of tutorials, how to achieve this. And the problem was here, I hope we can see it here, I have to pin this here, the flames.
Mm-hmm.
And I use also a wind animation here, like this here, to load up.
Yeah, okay. Once the pan is taken away, yeah. That's cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah. It looks right now simple, but it was a really challenge for me to get this done. Yeah.
Shoot, on the last week too, right?
Yeah, on the last week too. Yeah, this was, I think, 3 days or 2 days for the submissions, the deadline. Yeah.
2 days before. Oh, okay, man, that's crazy. I mean, there's definitely artists who are pushing it down to the last minute. There's artists doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what the record is for a top 100 or top 5 artist for the latest submission, but I think Koala was pretty close to that deadline within a few hours, I think. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's stressful, man. So stressful.
Yeah.
So you mentioned how translating the snappy 2D rhythm-based game style into 3D was difficult for you because it could look a little bit janky. And I see what you mean. But I think you did a really good job here of Sotomonte, if you want to switch back to my screen here, I can we can see the full render. I think you did a really good job with it because the cloth is moving naturally to the unnatural movements of the character. And I think that's such a cool look because we don't see that in real life. And one of the things that I try and remind myself all the time when working in 3D is we're working in 3D. You can do things that aren't possible in real life. So let's push the medium as far as we can push it to get a more heightened sense of reality, or even in this case, it's straight up cartoony. And I think that's so much fun to see when artists push it like that. And it's a very subtle thing that's going on, right? The snappy 2D animation of the character, but you have the realistic cloth reacting. It's just very satisfying. This one, for all three of us, all the judges here, we found this one very, very satisfying to watch. We think you did a really, really great job with this, man.
Thank you.
Can you show us these what are these characters? Are these penguins? What are these guys?
Yes, these are penguins, and I think I used this model for the challenge, for the boss fight challenge.
Okay, did you make top 100? Have you made top 100 in the others before?
No, but no, because I think I break the rules. I think with the slow motion. Yeah.
Oh, wait. So you've never made top 100 before?
Yes. Also for my first challenge on the second challenge, also I think it was alternate dimensions. I think.
Alternate realities, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or a parallel dimension. I'm not sure. Also the first time I got top 100. Then the other time I got top 100 was on the marble ball.
Yeah,
I think.
Dynamic machines, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I have to go back and look at your art now, because like it's so cool to see you guys here, and then go back and see like what kind of art you've done in the past and how everyone has grown.
Yeah.
Is very satisfying. Sotomonte, do you want to switch back over to his screen? I want to take a look at these penguins.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yep. It's like this one. It's kind of a little bit laggy here.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. I hope everything.
Praying doesn't crash here.
I hope not. Yeah, it looks like.
Oh no! It's all good. It's all good. No worries. We'll reboot. We'll reboot when the time comes. That's sick, man. Yeah. What were your takeaways from this thing? Like, I bet it feels so good to finally make top 5 after participating in so many challenges. Like, after having made this art, what are your takeaways from doing these challenges and this art in particular?
In particular, it's I want to create something that I like, and so it's my passion like this. And my goal was not to get to the top 5 and so on. I just do my thing and what I like and what I think the others can like do or can understand it. For the other challenge, I think I do my story was a little bit not clear, I think, and for this one I want to make it very clear, to look nice and so on. So, and I think this is the way that I want to go, to make a little bit simpler everything, a little bit slower, not with many special effects and so on.
Yeah, I think going simple is a great start, because if you can make something simple look nice and clean and have it read and be understandable.
Yeah, it's
You
very
can-
important.
It's like the most important. Because you can always add more.
Yep.
But if you're not understanding what's happening on a simple level, then that might be a sign that things need to change in the art, you know?
Yep.
So I think that's a really solid takeaway and something I need to remind myself of all the time, because I bite off more than I can chew pretty regularly. I'm too ambitious, and I think it's like I don't want to be discouraged because I know that it's difficult to get inspired sometimes, and when you're inspired you want to run with it. But sometimes that you might be piling on too many flavors, too many spices. You might be trying to do something that's not possible within the time frame, and it's always good to take a step back and assess from a more global view, and make sure that what you're attempting to do is reasonable and completable within the time that you have. Yeah, for sure, man. Well, shoot, man. Is there anything else that you want to say to the artists out there, to the viewers watching, before we let you go?
Yeah, also what I will say is, get to the basics, learn, learn simple with basic shapes, and if you want to get better, you will get better with the time. Don't put so much pressure on you. So if I can make it, you can do it too. And yeah,
Heck yeah. Sweet, man.
take it slow, take it simple. And have fun with it. This is very important.
Yes. Agreed. If it's no fun and we're just pulling our hair out, then what's the point?
Yeah.
I see we got one last question here from the chat. They were curious. Dominic was curious if these were created assets that you made, or were these downloaded assets? They look really nice.
Which one?
Well, I guess it would be a mix of both, right then? If that's your
It's a
follow-up.
mix of both. Also, the most assets I got, I buy someone. Someone I create myself. Also, the main characters I created myself. Also, like the Octo and the penguins. But the other things I buy the stuff, or yeah.
What about like the bar, the background, like the architecture kind of stuff? Where those are more assets, right? And then the characters were as well you made.
Also some of this it's simple shapes like the bars or the shelves here.
Yeah.
I made it by myself, and the texturing with 3D code, if you know it.
No.
3D code is it's like Blender. You can model, and they have very good texturing.
Oh, sick.
And assets, also like materials with smart materials. Also it's like a substance painter. Yeah.
Is it free?
It's not free, no.
It's called 3D Coat.
Yes, it's a 3D code. You have to pay the one time,
Oh, it's a one-time. Heck yeah.
and you have to pay for every major update then.
Okay. No, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Uh-huh.
That's great. All right, I love it. We got Flip Fluids from Ben. We got Scanniverse from Ted. 3D Coat from Mantaframe. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We'll let you go. Have a great Friday evening in Germany. And,
You too. Thank you.
We'll see you. We'll see you on the next one, man. Thank you so much.
Of course. Okay. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
peace.
everyone.
Sweet. I love it. We've made it to our final artist interview, to our final artist breakdown. This has been awesome, guys. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your questions, by the way. I appreciate you guys. Very good stuff. But our final artist is Dissident Art, and they made a really cool stylized piece as well. I'm very curious to see how they made this. I absolutely love the style. They're our last artist. They came in 5th place. Let's go say hello. Dis.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Very, very good. Up bright and early.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I like you looking a little green. You doing okay? Is that just your normal vibe?
Yeah, no, this is me. This is what I look like for real.
Oh heck yeah. I love it, man. I love it. Dig the hair. Dig the shades too. I need a pair of shades like that.
Yeah.
This is great, dude. So where are you from? And how long have you been working in 3D? How long have you been doing these challenges?
Yeah, I'm from Australia and I've been doing 3D since the pandemic, so 2020.
Yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that.
Okay, I got you. Now, did you know about these challenges back then? Were you doing these challenges?
Yep, I've been watching them all, just haven't had the time. I actually attempted the last one before this, but I had a bunch of other work and I just was like, it's going to be too stressful getting this done. So I bowed out, but then I cleared my schedule for this one and gave it the effort it needed.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I bet it feels great to get top 5, you know, like it paid off.
It absolutely did. There were heaps of great renders too. I was pleasantly surprised to get in the top 5, so yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. I was rooting for your art. I liked it a lot. The style, god dang, man, the style is so sick. I'm sure we'll get into that.
Hell yeah.
I have questions on that for sure.
Cool.
But dang, so this is your first challenge that you made time for, and this is the first challenge you did?
Yeah, this is the first time I've submitted.
Dude, yes.
I really wanted a challenge that was front facing so I could do some like facial animation, different things like that. I thought that was some of my strengths.
Yeah.
All the other renders challenges, you could maybe get away with doing a render where you didn't have to animate faces and different things. So I thought,
Yeah.
cool, I can play to my strengths.
Yeah, it's funny. Every time we come up with a new challenge, we're like, all right, we did a lot of environment on this last one. We need to do something with a character. All right, the character one's like, and then we get people who complain like, the character is so difficult. It's difficult to, rig the character, animate the character. So it's like, okay. The next challenge, no characters. And then people are like, oh man, I missed the characters. And so it's always a back and forth, like, and then how close can we get the character? Because people are like, the closer the character is, the harder it gets to look nice.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at those details, but you're like, nah, give me those characters. I want them up close and personal. I love it.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, and it seems like in the community, there's like, heaps of back and forth about what deserved to be in the top 5 and what didn't, and like, it's quite interesting because it seems like some people are super interested in like hyperrealism, and other people are sort of. It seems like modeling and hyperrealism and pre-made assets are kind of favored differently by different people.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't. I guess it comes down to the judges.
Certainly does.
And I know I say this every time, but like, if you get a different set of judges, you're gonna get a different set of winners. For the most part, like some of them are like, that's clearly a winner. Like, there's no way that it can't be because it's just so good. Like, shoot, what's his name? From Chasm's Call, first place, Chasm's Call. Like the war scene with the trebuchets going. Like, there's like no way. Like, that's so good. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's nice to have a mix of photorealism and cartoony in the top 5. I think that's fun,
Yeah.
I love the cartoony vibes, man. They're kind of like my favorite. Photoreal is great. A lot of people do it. It's hard to get to like that top level because you really have to get into the details, you know? Not that you don't need details for the cartoony stuff, but the cartoony stuff just feels, it's pure eye candy for me.
That's the idea.
Yeah, and it's very nostalgic as well. Just, you know, growing up watching a lot of cartoons, playing a lot of video games. It just feels fresh. It feels nice. You also have like the cartoon side of things, though, the stylized side of things. They have. Oh, thank you, Zeus. Yeah, Leskart was his name, first place. Chasm's Call. But you have like the whole, like, so many people do Spider-Verse. So many people do Ninja Turtles style. Like, there's a lot of like copied styles, and you see a lot of it. You're like, I've seen this a million times. So the cartoony stuff does have that going for it as well. But this is sick. All right, so tell me about this. Like, how did you come up with this idea?
Immediately when I heard the challenge that it was like sort of for VJ graphics, I've been wanting to get into VJ graphics like in my own freelance work for a while.
Yeah, me too.
I know I didn't do it, and I know that there was sort of that was kind of where you were leaning, that you wanted these like graphics that you could play, you know, above a DJ on a huge screen or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I quite got there, but I had this idea of eat, sleep, rave, repeat as this thing I've heard some ravers say, or, you know, it's on people's shirts at raves and different things.
Yeah, totally.
And I thought, I have to do something, you know, and I picked the template with the 4 camera turns, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do 1 for each. And then I'm going to make it loop in a way, right? Like you said, it doesn't loop perfectly, but the character basically loops.
Yeah.
And I wanted that continuity. I knew I wanted continuity because changing 4 scenes is going to be disorienting because it's a change a second.
Yes.
So I wanted to keep the character, the focal point, and then, I thought it kind of got stuck in my head, and I thought, all right, this is the competition I'm going to enter because I got an idea, and I think it's like decently solid.
Yeah, it's a good idea, and you're totally right. Like 4 scenes, like, dude, okay, we're talking about 2 world renders. This is a 4 world render. It's crazy. It's a lot, and each scene is fleshed out as well as it should be. Nothing's lacking. And it looks like you definitely picked small rooms to avoid doing a whole city environment. But all of your rooms are like packed with detail. And man, you're right. Like, it's easy to track. It's easy to follow your character because you're just looking at the character in the center of the screen. And each little environment is a nice little treat. So hats off to you. Really great idea you had in the beginning. Super solid execution. Tell me about your process, man. That's why we're here. I want to hear like all about this, man. And we can switch over to your screen whenever you are ready.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
All right, we see you.
All right, cool. So this is a project file of the first shot. We've got a rigged character, just custom rig I made.
Cool.
Mouth and hair for the secondary motion. And I think the only thing of note is really that I've just like parented grease pencil objects to the spine, to the sort of skeleton.
Yeah, okay.
And then I sort of just draw the facial details on, and there's some other grease pencil details on different things. And this is also just a grease pencil object in the background, sort of drawn into the scene. I don't like compositing, so I try to avoid it. Like, all the grading's done in compositing in Blender, pretty much. Like, I don't think I really edited anything in the video editing software. So I just did the lens distortion to get a bit of creepiness, and then there's some adjustment, and then just basically Yeah, there's distortion on the what's it called, chromatic aberration or whatever.
Yeah. It's subtle. It's very well done. Like I it's a pet peeve of mine when people go like too much with it, but it's the perfect amount. You nailed it.
Yeah, as an Unreal Engine guy, the chromatic aberration saves the renders
For
sometimes.
sure, it does. The imperfections.
Yeah. I also have so I mean, initially I had to block out like an animation basically, so I had this just on loop.
Yeah, okay. So
And-
these are different worlds,
Yeah.
scenarios, yeah.
Yeah, so it's one character animation over 4 scenes.
So that one actually loops. That one actually loops, right?
Yes, I think I wasn't sure what you meant if because you said in the winner's stream that the actual render doesn't loop, and I thought you may have been talking either about the room or that you noticed actually that the animation of the character didn't quite loop. That got past me. There were some adjustments that I needed to do, and the character didn't perfectly loop, unfortunately, but.
I see. Okay, so you did make some adjustments later for whatever reason.
The electrocution
needed to be made. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, just curious. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
sick. I love that. So that's like the core of your idea is the character going through those 4 scenes, and that's the first thing you tested to see if it works.
Yeah. I did block it out. So, I mean, to start from the humble beginnings, this is my block out. It's really bad, but I just wanted to get this like sense of the motion and whether it was going to be possible to like have the character fall over in less than 1 second in a way that could be tracked.
Yeah.
I was sort of like, I thought I might have to pivot. My other idea was just to have a character that was totally at the mercy of the camera changing,
cool.
and it was
Yeah.
just smashing into a kitchen and then into the roof and then into the wall.
That's cool.
And then I wanted to get all the objects to like fall back into the same place so it loops perfectly.
That's cool.
But yeah. I've got a mood board if you want to look at that.
Yeah, totally. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Always.
So I really like, actually, hang on. This one isn't saved. Yeah, so I really like Clarence. Have you seen the cartoon?
No.
Yeah, Clarence is like a great. There's a artist, Thomas Wellman, who does all these backgrounds for like different cartoons and different things. He's got this really like. There's like bubbly
I love that.
stuff. Yeah, it's like super nice style, and it's nice for hand modeling in 3D and get these nice shapes out of it. So I wanted to do backgrounds that had, there's like this bubbly sort of stuff in it. You can see these like little things in the background.
Yeah, okay, totally.
I just like the bubbly beveled style.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. Messy kitchen. I like the rave graphics. There's some rave posters on the wall in the background here.
Yeah, is that what was on the TV as well? Like back there,
There's
back
a-
left. What is that?
Yeah, there's sort of some ravey kind of graphics on the TV there.
Okay, yeah.
And then for character, I just sort of picked some rave clothing. I sort of went with a guy that kind of looks like this in the end.
Yeah.
I wanted this guy to look a bit like out of place and like he was new to raving, and he really didn't want to mess up and knock over the sound equipment, but he did and got slapped by the cool DJ.
That's so funny. I love your character design. It's probably my favorite in the top 100, I gotta say.
Yeah, cool.
I love him
Appreciate
so
that.
much. Yeah. Okay, sick. So I'm curious, man, like, is this all VR sculpted?
No, none of it is. It's all just hand model
How,
stuff.
like, yeah, can you show me like some of your models or something? I'm curious. Like they look
Yeah.
really cool. They all look like Play-Doh.
Yes, they do. I'll show you my character rig. Yeah, hang on, sorry, it's just loading.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so it's all, this is before materials, so I thought I'd show you this because really it's all in the materials.
Yeah, okay.
There's like a Play-Doh shader that gives it the look of fingerprints and just people do these really nice, like high quality photo quality materials.
Yeah.
Where they, the fingerprints are all over the clay and they they show up on your model. So that's where I get that look from. And it has a bumpiness as well. So yeah, it's called the Play-Doh shader. So shout out to, I don't know who made it, but I use it a lot. And it has this like global texture sort of and global displacement that you can play around with and sort of, raise the bumps.
That's sick.
In the skin and different things. So this is a character before the materials applied. And so I just box model everything basically. Like,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
God, I love it. It's so sick. And now, is this something that you did like before the challenge, or did you have this character? No, you modeled this character for this challenge.
Yeah, I modeled it for the challenge.
You hand modeled everything in your scene?
Everything for the challenge, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's so sick. Wow.
Yeah, I just like, that's kind of like what I'm best at probably. So this is just a video of like sort of breakdown stuff, but
sick.
Yeah, I modeled everything in the background and the cartoony style sort of makes it easier to do. Because I don't have to like do retopology or anything with stuff like this.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit faster to pump out characters and stuff.
Do you make tutorials?
No, I don't. I'm not online really at all with that.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, doing a course like this would be cool. That'd be sick.
Yeah, there's good stuff out there. Brand Sculpts does good character modeling tutorials. There's another, I'd have to like be prepared for this, but if you type in like character rigging, there's like a character rigging for dummies or basic character rigging stuff that helps with this sort of thing.
Yeah, totally. All right, so you have your character figured out. You have the general motion of the scenes animating and everything figured out. Yeah. I mean, what's next? Where do you go from there?
It's really about just like populating scenes with things that feel good. I wanted to do like the worst share house you could imagine. So I just started like giving personality to the environment, like overflowing ashtray, plant that's dead, mold everywhere. There's stuff on the sink, on the stove that didn't get washed. Pizza boxes everywhere. So I just wanted to give life to it. I paid a lot of attention also to just the secondary motion. Like as you can see, actually there's some smear frames that are built into the shots.
Yeah, it's cool.
There's a nice add-on that does it for you basically. And I really wanted to pay attention to the facial animation and make sure that like I had the hair moving and different things like that kind of sold it. And the eyes were really important to get right as well. Like he's shocked that he's being flipped up out of his house. I also tried really hard to do smear frames like with grease pencil.
Yeah.
So I actually maybe lost like a week and a half on this because it was extremely hard to do smear frames in 30 frames per second.
Okay.
And I noticed actually there were some submissions that managed to really sell the explosion render where the two characters are firing the gun at the big lizard. Like, people managed to do it, and the Mewtwo render as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I really struggled to like get smear frames happening in a way that didn't look too messy.
Yeah.
Like, as you can see, I'm like bending the mesh to get this look of to get this
Totally.
manual smear frame
Yeah.
as the character moves. But I just couldn't, like, for some of the shots, because they move sideways, it just started to look messy. So I spent a lot of time on that, but ended up, you were saying before, like, you bite off more than you can chew. Like, I started to feel like I was overcooking it, and the voice in my head was like, you're gonna lose if you don't like slow down and sort of just like let the render breathe, and sort of, it's already busy enough. You don't need to make it even harder to read. And and it worked out, I think, in the end.
So, like, you said it took you a week to do all the smear frames and stuff. Like, did you have all the environments done before you started doing smear frames, or did, like, were you focusing on? Okay, so you did. Now,
pretty much, there was stuff to do in the ambulance, and the ambulance was looking a bit thin.
Yeah.
But the hand modeling thing is it's very easy. That's the easiest part of my workflow, is just creating the assets for it, and the materials are all the same material. So the material part of it is automatic. It's just, I make a model, I put the material on, change the color, and that's basically it. So material, it's not really that complex, even though it's part of the look. It doesn't take long to do.
Yeah, that's smart.
And the assets, certainly, they're very basic shapes for the most part. Some of them take like seconds to finish modeling.
Yeah, that's fun, man. You found yourself a really nice workflow. I like it. It's really just about what you do with it. Like, it's the same material, it's the same modeling style, which is simple. Yeah. And it's like you have fun with that. I love that, man. That's really inspiring for me. I want to ask, like, the same question I asked Ted about the 2-world thing. Like, how do you manage your time? Do you spend a bunch of time on the first environment and be like, oh wow, that took me a week to do, that means it's going to take me a week to do the other ones, I have to hurry up? Or are you like finishing one and moving on to the next, or are you chipping away at all of them kind of in rotation? How are you managing your time with those 4 different environments and making sure that you don't slack on one of them?
Yeah, I'm not the most systematic guy. I feel like I sort of just like allowed myself the month. I knew I had like enough free time to like really give it a go. Yeah. And I sort of I made sure that each shot was at like a decent level, that it didn't look comparatively skewed. And then it was just about populating the scene with, like, I think I added the fan later, and then I did some like secondary, like, you can see that as the shot sort of rotates, the fan, I did some like shape key animation. It's just like, do I have time to do that sort of stuff? Otherwise I wouldn't have done it, right? It's about getting your basics down. Okay, I have a solid shot for each of these things. Now I'm gonna add a character onto the side of the ambulance, or I'm gonna, add a heart monitor with thumbs down, or maybe I'll show you that shot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that was the last one to be populated.
The ambulance.
The ambulance.
Okay. Yeah, so like,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, that's a good answer. You're basically saying, like, get a passable version of each one. Like, that if you had to hit render right now, it would at least be some cohesive finished piece of art, and then you use the remaining time to bring them all up to the next level.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, so I added the heart monitor and different things that,
I didn't notice that.
That's
good.
It's kind of subtle because it only shows for like a second. Like, But yeah, it's just sort of like making sure that you have a submission, and then it's sort of like, you know, topping up the submission and just adding those details. But yeah, as I said, my biggest flaw is like overcooking stuff and adding too much, and then like I like my brother's an artist, and I sort of am showing him as I go, trying to get him to ground me and be like, no, this is hard to read now. Like this kind of, you know, it's getting a bit messy. So he helped me sort of like keep it down to earth.
That's a good resource to have. And another recommendation for everybody, like find someone that you can show your stuff to and say and ask, like, does this make sense? Is this clear? What are your thoughts?
Totally.
That helps out a lot. What does that jacket say on the bed? 3D something? Is that your like handle?
The jacket on the bed.
On the chair by the computer.
Right, in the bed scene. It just says Aussie 3D. That was just, I knew as I wrote it I should make a better Easter egg, but I didn't think I would get in the top 5, or I wasn't betting on it. So I didn't really think too much about it.
That's fine.
I guess I was just representing Aussie 3D. Someone said there was 2.5 Australian winners. What does that mean? Was there like 2 or 3?
I have no.
Koala's
There was
Australian, I assume.
Koala, maybe. I don't know. It's a joke. Definitely there was 2 Australia, because wasn't Ben is from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koala's not Australian. That's the joke, that there was a koala.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Fair enough.
Okay. Haha. Very good. Very very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. God dang, man. This is so sick. Like. Yeah, I love this. I just want to like bathe in this style. I want to be in all of these setups here.
That's such a compliment. That's the whole idea.
Yeah. What's your favorite environment of the 4?
I mean, I like the kitchen because, I mean, there's the sterile lighting of the ambulance and the bedrooms are very messy, but I feel like the kitchen's the nicest, I think. Because it's just like the worst share house ever. Like, I feel like I've lived in share houses where people just don't clean and they're just passive aggressive about the rent. And it's just like, that's the vibe I wanted to get. Your early 20s share house, or at least that's what it's like in Australia.
That's hilarious. Oh, dude, a guy on the couch in the back left would have been like watching TV, just like passed out or something.
Yeah, we could have done it.
This is great. I love this. I hope to see this character in more environments. Like, you added so much character, I guess, to all of this. I love the story. I love these vibes. I want to learn this style. Like, I so desperately want to get away from photorealism, because it's all I've done. It's all I've known. And this is like I said, man, really inspiring to me. So cool that you
gotta take the dive.
Yeah.
Just take the dive. You got, like, with 3D for me, there's always been that stuff that I've been like learning rigging or learning modeling. It's just a step too far, a bridge too far. I can't imagine, like, it's just going to be this whole other journey, and I just have this huge executive dysfunction about it. But having gone there, it's so worth it. And I know I've seen you rig and I've seen different things you've done, but whatever that limitation is, you've just got to confront it, because it's bigger and scarier than you think. Just do it. Start modeling. Start like figuring whatever your deficit is out, because it'll be worth it in the end, and you'll be able to have more control over your art, right? Like, there's so many renders that are great, like technically great renders, but there's got to be some degree, to some degree, there's got to be this sense of like, I've seen this army man before in render challenges, or I've seen this cop asset before, right? Like, there's got to be some sense to which that limits the judgment of a render.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it happened. It happened in the top 100.
Yeah.
It happened. Yeah, for sure.
You want control over your 3D, and you get control by learning the breadth of like skills. So just if you look at a model, or you're sort of like scared of it, just jump in. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's so nice. I'm glad I switched to Blender, and I'm glad I had a reason to do so. Like, it was the Folio's Suit Up Challenge in November was my reason to learn Blender, and or it was
You were
like
Unreal like all the way for ages, weren't you?
oh no, I'm still in Unreal. Like Unreal and Blender are separate to me. Like I'm still
right.
using both. It's Cinema 4D is what I was in for ages, and
Yeah, me too, actually.
okay, I got you. Yeah. And then I don't know. I just like the fact that it's free, and it's like it's so powerful. And like it was. I had no reason to switch over. And like you were saying, it was like, oh, a big hurdle. But like having a reason to switch with that Suit Up challenge that Folio ran was like what I needed to make the jump. And like I'm so glad I made the jump.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm making some stuff now that you guys will probably see later. You will definitely see later. It's trying to aim in a little bit more into this, not this style specifically, but just more like fun, cartoony vibes. Like, yeah, I'm excited, man. But hey, thank you so much for coming on here and showing us all this. Like, I could keep chatting with you, but yeah, we'll be in touch, man.
Appreciate it.
We'll be in touch for sure.
Cool. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate your community and your challenge. Everyone's been so nice. And this is what a crazy idea. It's super unprecedented. So I'm sure you get a lot of props, but yeah, it's well earned.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. I'm excited for the next one. I hope you can join the next one. It'll be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very fun. They're all fun. But
I'll be there.
yeah, man. All right. Well, we'll let you go, Dis. Be well, and I look forward to seeing more of your art.
Cheers. See you around.
Yeah, peace. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and checking out all these sweet artists' work. It's very, very inspiring. I know y'all are inspired as well. Thank you for joining this challenge, guys. I hope you have a good summer. My goal this summer is to put out more videos between this challenge and the next challenge. I have a handful of ideas that I'm really excited for, that I'm really looking forward to doing. Some tutorials. I have some projects that I'm working on that should be very fun, and I'll lend some insight on those as they develop. But yeah, I'm feeling really inspired afterwards. Like, I have burnt out a handful of times. In the past, it was like once a year. The last time I burnt out was like a year and a half ago. It's less frequent now. Thank goodness. And these challenges, I'm not gonna lie, they're a lot. They take a lot out of me. They're a ton of work. I am happy to be done with another challenge, because what I'm saying is, I would usually be like, I don't want to do anything for like a month. I'm just gonna rest and relax and recoup from running the challenge. But this time, like, I'm already working on some stuff right now, because like I'm super inspired. I feel fresh, I feel alive right now, and like I can't wait to make some more stuff. So I'm excited to show you, yeah, when that time comes. But y'all, thank you for sticking with it, for making cool stuff. Without spoiling the next challenge, what word would you use to describe it? Visual is about to have a heart attack right now. He's like, if he's watching. I don't know. Shoot. It is going to be... What can I say? Okay, I'll say this. There's going to be an element to it. There's going to be an element to the challenge that goes beyond the montages. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. What you guys make for the next challenge will not just end at the montages. That's all I got. That's all I got for you guys. That's all you're getting. It's gonna be cool. We're partnering with another company here to make something possible that we have not been able to do before. And I can't wait to tell you more when the time comes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, guys, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat some food. I'll see you soon. I got some weekly challenges to judge now that this challenge is over. And maybe we'll get another live stream popping off. We'll do some fun art stream. It's been a minute since we've just done a fun art stream for fun. So yeah, look forward to some cool stuff, guys. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'll be dropping the artist links, top 5 artist links down in the description as soon as this is wrapped up. So you guys go follow them. But thank y'all the best. I'll see you soon. Peace out, everybody.